Hello, welcome back to Team Mattymon. We're going to be baking today because I want to bake and also because it's the holidays and I need video content for the holidays. We are going to be making crinkles, and crinkles are these types of cookies that like when you bake them they kind of crack on the top, so they're kind of like wrinkles, you know, kind of like that. And they're chocolate based, they're really good. But we're going to do a little bit of a spin on it. I was thinking of actually making them more holiday themed by adding like some raspberry jam and stuff like that on it. You'll see once we get to like the tail end of this video. But for now, I have all the ingredients here and I have the recipe on my phone. This is something that my brother Josh actually makes a lot of, and I will find the actual website that he got these ingredients from, but for now I'm just going to be reading off of my phone. Without further ado, let's do this. I'm ready to go. So today I realized that I didn't want to go to Bulk Barn, and I was like, okay, how am I going to get all these ingredients? So I went over to my parents' place and just like, stole flour and sugar and confectioner's sugar because, they have it in abundance. Thank you, Mom. And I took their baking powder and a bunch of other stuff. So I need to remember to bring it back sometime. But we are going to start off by mixing a couple of things together. So in a medium bowl, mix together cocoa, white sugar, and vegetable oil. Okay, so how much cocoa do I need? 1 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. Oh, okay. Well, since this is new, open sesame. Yeah. Okay, so we need 1 cup of this. Oh, it's a whole cup. Okay. Keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. Close enough. And then we are supposed to mix our 2 cups of white sugar. I decided not to use 2 cups of white sugar because I don't like a lot of sugar in my desserts and stuff. So I only decided to use 1 cup of sugar. So 1 cup of sugar. Alright. And lastly, half a cup of vegetable oil. I don't have vegetable oil, I have canola oil because I am allergic to vegetable oil. So we're just gonna have to use this because, yeah. I always find that like when you're doing these kind of stuff, it's always like better if you like just use a little bit more than what's kind of prescribed on the actual ingredients themselves. It kind of makes it, an adventure. But those are the 3 ingredients. We are supposed to mix them together and then beaten eggs 1 at a time and then stir in vanilla. Oh, okay, well, let's just start mixing first. We can get to the next part later. Ooh, the consistency of this is interesting. Like, can you see that right now? It's like, that's just the oil, but I guess like adding it in the eggs will actually help a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna go do that right now. Beat eggs in 1 at a time. I don't have a beater, so we're just gonna fold. No shells. Haha, that's 1. Egg number 2. No shells. Yeah. Alright, egg number 3. Alright, and you are done, mister. Good luck. And I have to say, if you don't really work out, and you're like, I don't really like working out, what else can I do to really make my arms stronger? Try baking and try doing everything by hand, You're gonna have gigantic forearms and everything by the time this is done. No shells. Alright, I think that is good enough. Let's figure out what's next. Combine the flour, baking powder, and salt, and then stir it into the cocoa mixture. I need another bowl. Fine, you. So combine the flour. We need 2 teaspoons of baking. Oh, that's a lot of. Okay, I'm not gonna second guess this here. Eyeball it. 1, 2, and half a teaspoon of salt. Now I don't have normal salt. I have sea salt. So that's half a teaspoon. It's just gonna be like, a surprise, while you're eating. You're like, oh look, there's like this big, chunk of salt just right in the middle of there. It's gonna be bougie, It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, you guys. Flour and all the stuff that's dry has been combined. Oh, I completely forgot to add in the vanilla extract into the wet ingredients. So guys, make sure you do this. The 2 things are done. Combine the flour and salt Yes, stir in cocoa mixture. Okay, cool. So something that I learned from Rosanna Panzino, Nerdy Nummies, is you just add a little bit and you mix it together, and then add a little bit, mix it together. So then that way you don't get like big floury chunks and stuff. And there might be those of you that are maybe watching right now and just like, Matthew, why don't you just use your hands? I don't like touching food with my hands. Some of my friends will know, like even when I'm eating wings and stuff, I will use a fork. I'm not as crazy. I mean, like there are certain things that I will definitely use my hands for, like pizza and like burgers and stuff and hot dogs. But for the most part, I don't like getting my hands dirty. That's just how I am. I'm precious. All right. I think it is sufficiently combined. See, look. It looks like dough. It smells really good. Okay, cover dough and chill for 4 hours. Well, I didn't read instructions. I don't have 4 hours to wait. So I'm gonna cover this. And I'm gonna put it in the fridge. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. This really sucks. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. And we're back. I am done CrossFit. I have my coffee. Good Wednesday morning, or whatever morning this is. Let's get back to finishing these cookies, shall we? Alright, so the next step is to preheat the oven to 350. I've already done that. We are supposed to roll dough in 1-inch balls, but line the cookie sheet with parchment paper. I don't have parchment paper. I have this wax paper, and according to the instructions, it says that you should be able to bake with this. So, we'll see. So I'm gonna line this pan with this paper first, and then I'm gonna grab the dough, and then we'll go roll up these cookies. Our batter has been in the fridge for the whole night. It smells really good. Roll dough into 1-inch balls, and then coat each ball in confectioner's sugar before placing onto prepared cookie sheet. Didn't think this through. So we're just gonna put the confectioner's sugar in like a bowl, and then we're just gonna roll the ball. I don't know. I mean, like that's like a little bit bigger than 1 inch. Whatever, right? It doesn't really honestly matter, does it? Okay, good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna use my other camera so I can give you guys a close-up of what these look like right now. So I definitely think that these ones here, these 3 are probably close to the 1-inch balls that you're supposed to have. Now I don't really know if you're supposed to really jab the confectioner sugar into this, but those are what those look like. So hopefully that's correct because it's going into the oven and we'll see. There are multiple things that could go wrong with this. Number 1, the actual cookies might actually touch each other. God forbid we don't get nice cookies. I'm gonna have to make another batch. The wax paper might actually not be a good thing in the oven. We're not really sure, so it might stick to the bottom and then might have to go and buy some, and that would be tragic because that would just add up more time to this video. So there's a lot of things that need to go right in order for this to taste good. So we'll see. So for now, the rolling is done. We're just gonna have to wait for the oven to preheat to 350, and then we can put it in for 15 minutes or something like that. So I guess we'll just kind of hang out until that happens. Oh, the oven's preheated. That's kind of nice. So I guess let's put the cookies, the dough, in the oven. Alright, so I just did a quick search. Wax paper will melt in the oven, so I'm just going to take it out. So I have safely transferred these onto a plate. I'm going to go buy parchment paper, so I'll be right back. Crisis averted. I got the right thing. I didn't burn down my condo. Let's do this correctly. Guess I'll re-roll these again. Oh yeah, guys, so while you're waiting for the oven and everything to get, heat up, just remember that all of the views from all of the December videos that I'm making this year, this is 2017, will go towards the Red Cross donation that I'm making. So each view is worth 10 cents. So if you guys just keep on watching, that'll help me get more views, and it will also help the Red Cross get more money. Oh, it's done. Okay, now let's let's make sure that these get in and they don't burn the house down. So they're in there, and the instructions say 10 to 12 minutes. So let's do 11. All right, so we'll come back in 11 minutes. So the first batch is done. Switch cameras. So they look like that. They're really big. So, oh, okay. Not that hard. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of denting the center a little bit, because I'm going to be filling the centers of these with stuff later. Well, maybe not that one. Maybe I just should be really more careful. That one I feel like is a little too small, so I'm going to leave it alone. Cool. So maybe the moral of the story is that my other ones need to be bigger. Well, too late for that because I've already made them. So they say to leave the cookies on the tray for like a couple of minutes and then to leave it onto a drying rack here. So the previous owners left a drying rack or a cooling rack or whatever we call it. So thank you, previous owners. I have a cooling rack now. I also realized that while moving the already baked cookies onto the cooling rack, that you can reuse the parchment. That sucks. So second batch with the indents made pre-cooking, pre-baking into the oven. I just had a piece of one of the cookies that just fell off. What's really great about using 1 cup of sugar is that the cookie isn't really super sweet. So I'm actually thinking of putting in raspberry jam into the middle when it's done. So this is obviously very, very sweet. So hopefully it'll balance out each other, and I'll put like a little bit of confectioner sugar on top to kind of finish everything together. So it kind of looks like, you know, there's a little bit of red from Christmas and then the white, you know. I was gonna use green, but I was like, raspberry, chocolate, and mint together, maybe like just too much of a combination of tastes and stuff, but we'll see. So we're gonna wait for these cookies to like finish, and then we'll go. So the first batch is done. So as you can see, I put in some of the dents. It looks like this in the middle. I don't know if it's supposed to look like this, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm gonna put in the raspberry jam now, and then I'll let you guys see once I'm done. So here's what they look like right now. So there's jam there. The reason why I didn't wait for them to completely cool down is because I wanted the jam to kind of like melt. So as you can see, like you still have like bits of like the jam that looks like gelatin. So I'm hoping that like it's still a little bit warm, so that it will kind of just melt and congeal, and that it stays on to the cookie and it won't just fall off. So we'll see. I think I might actually have to start putting it on even earlier because I think these cookies are already pretty sufficiently cool. But this is the first batch. Maybe the second batch will look better. We'll see. I put on some confectioner sugar, and here are some pans to what it looks like. I think this is pretty much it. So I guess the only like other thing we have to do is just to try one. So let's hope it tastes good. Oh yeah. I think people are gonna be happy with this. It's really chewy, which is really nice, and the cookie itself is not super sweet. It's very decadent, and the raspberry jam on top gives you that kind of like sweetness that you want in a cookie. This is really good. This is really dangerous, but this is really fun, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, please like, share, subscribe, thumbs up, hit that notification so you'll know whenever I make new videos. And if you guys like these kind of baking and cooking videos, let me know. I've done a couple, like 2 with Daniel and then 1 by myself. If you guys kind of like this, maybe I'll start doing more. But anyways, I'm gonna finish this cookie because it's really good, and I'll see you guys around next time. Oh, perfect timing.